Welcome back, guys. Here en route to pick up possibly some parts and some rare parts. If you are into DSMs, you guys will know. This was another fellow DSMer gave me this tip. He said he saw it on Craigslist. He said you should reach out to this person, and that's what I did. So now I'm in Encinitas, which is about 40 minutes north of Center San Diego, and I'm on my way to see these parts and possibly pick them up. So we'll see. Wish me luck. Hopefully it is what it is and they are in good condition, and we'll see. Here at the spot picking up these things. Let's see. Nice vintage
bulbs.
Yeah,
clear lenses. I don't think they were ever installed. I think they were bought and never put on.
Huh. And how did you acquire these clear taillights?
I was cleaning out my cousin's garage. And he had them in there, so I don't know where he got them. But he asked me if I wanted them, so I took them.
That's cool. That's real cool. It's the only thing that's missing is that in this kit, they would come with the clear center too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe, did he have an Eclipse at the time?
He must have had an Eclipse. I don't remember him driving an Eclipse, but...
So, yeah. So maybe he just kept the center. So what was happening... I don't want to take up your time. Yeah. So what was happening back in the day... So I had a set of these in my 99 GSX Eclipse. So what was happening is... because they don't have a reflector and there's the bulbs in the OEM ones are white, you were getting pulled over all the time from the police officers, so you had to buy these bulbs. But the problem with these type of bulbs back then is that these would fade out and eventually turn red, so you will never win because there was never red enough and it didn't have a red reflector. And so that's for the most part that a lot of people didn't even put them back on or took them off because they were getting hassled by the police officers. And obviously it's pre-Fast and Furious and even after Fast and the Furious, that was an issue. Cops were hot on all the import racers and all the import street racing and all that stuff, so most of the people, and that's why I took mine off. And luckily I found another set and I don't even know what happened to mine, so but I'm excited to see these things. So I had a set of these on my car.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just remember if I put them away at my mom's house or I just sold them or I traded them, or I don't know what happened to them.
Right.
So when
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where he got these ones. This one looks like it was old, like it was on the car, so he must have had them on.
Yeah, that's an OEM one. So maybe he just kept
the clear one on there and then put the stock ones because he got a ticket or something.
Well, see, here's two, right? So that's why these were, the quality of this the stuff was really bad. And so because it didn't have a red reflector like all the other the factory ones, then the police said it doesn't matter if it can't reflect red when you're driving, even with the lights off, then it's a ticket. So it was illegal to have these, technically, to have them in your car.
Right.
Only for off-road use only, right? So, all right, let me see what we can, and I'm picking these up, and yeah. Anything all-wheel drive, Talon, TSI, anything 90, 89, 90 and up, all-wheel drive, it's just, there's no way you could, off the line,
yeah,
I would launch at like 6,000 RPMs and I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Mustangs, whatever it was. Back then everything was 200, 300 horsepower max. Mm-hmm. So it was a equal playing field. Now there's stock 500, 600.
It's funny, I was thinking about that too. It was my buddy's Cyclone. We used to race and we were fast as shit are fucking around, and now it's like, it's not really that fast.
No, but those are cool cars. I mean,
a cool car, yeah.
Was it the Cyclone? Was a truck?
Yeah.
What was the Blazer?
The Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Yeah.
Those things are badass.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I think eventually I'll get something. I want a Grand National.
I have the precursor to the Grand National right there.
Yeah.
1980 turbo 4.3 liter.
That?
That's a turbo stock factory turbo car.
Oh shit! I never knew that.
Yeah, 1980 or 81.
So that same motor went into the was the same motor as the Grand National?
Pretty much. They hopped it up a little bit and tuned it so it was faster. This was the total sleeper of the Grand National.
What is that?
It's a Grand National Limited, Buick Regal, or it's not a Grand National. It's a Buick Regal Limited.
Huh. That's weird. I never knew that, but I've never looked into it. But that's.
You want to see it?
Yeah, real quick. So, car guys be car guys. Doesn't matter what you have, and you will never know that this car is turbocharged. So this, and it's a two-door.
Yeah.
So it is a Regal.
It's a Regal, yeah.
Oh snap! And that's the factory hood.
The factory hood.
That's nuts. I didn't even know it was gonna be a Regal. Oh, where'd you find this at?
At my same cousin's house. It was his brother's.
No way.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
A little turbo.
Yeah.
Right there in the back.
So what's the plans for this?
I was gonna build it, but now it's just, I'm not sure yet. So.
All right. So appreciate it, buddy, picking these up. I feel like I've been reunited to my past. Like he mentioned, he thinks they've never been installed, so they look pretty fresh. And it doesn't even look like any screws were put on here. So I'm excited to put these on my classic Eclipse, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll go back to the house and we'll talk about it. So we're back at home. Picked up the tail lights. Big shout outs to Alex from Instagram. Appreciate it. Because of you, you told me about these tail lights, and I really appreciate you, man. I just want to say thank you, because I mean, these tail lights remind me of when I was 19 years old, when I had my Eclipse for the first time, when it was black, and I had these taillights. So because of you, because of you, I am reliving my teenage years because of these taillights, and I appreciate you. Make sure to go follow him right below here, right here, anywhere right here on his Instagram, and yeah, follow him. At least I could do. I'm sending you some t-shirts, and I appreciate it. Or a hoodie, whatever you want, I appreciate it. So if anybody sees anything like that's vintage Eclipse, Grady, HKS, whatever it is, just send me a DM. Maybe I'm looking for just to keep some old stuff. But let's go look at these taillights. So first and foremost, this is the original. I don't know if I can flip you guys around, but that's the original box. So what we'll do is we're gonna unbox it. You guys already saw it a little while earlier when I picked them up, but let's go ahead and actually unbox it. Original box. On the box, I'll show you guys in a little bit what it said. So these lights were actually for off-road and display only, so you were not supposed to use them because they didn't reflect red and they didn't light up red. The only way you could get them to light up red is if you had red bulbs, and like I mentioned earlier, the quality of these bulbs were really bad, so they ended up turning like orange, so you would get pulled over for police. So that's one of the reasons why these taillights were never really installed back then, because they were against the law to driving them on the streets of the U.S. or I'm guessing U.S. Rubber hoses are brand new. It looks like it was probably only installed a little bit. I'm assuming, so they're literally. I'm guessing that he installed them, and then he probably got pulled over because if you look at them, there is no. Look at the clear on this. There's no wear and tear, no residue like most of the ones out there that are used. But these are brand new. You can see it even in the shine of the. A lot of time the corners are broken. Even the screws, like I mentioned earlier, they're brand new. So these are, I'm taking that it probably got installed once and then they got removed because there's no dust on any part. Look at that. If you guys like this, look at the shine on that. If you like these, make sure to hit a like and make sure to comment. What do you guys think of these taillights? I want to say that this is probably the rarest part to find on for a 2G Eclipse. I think this is probably the hardest and rarest aftermarket part to find, because these are very, very hard to find because a lot of them either got thrown away or they ended up cracking or they ended up turning yellow. But these, look at that. Let's open up the second one, and then I'll explain what's in the center one. Ooh, man, these things are no joke. Ooh, look at that. Man, these things are immaculate. No damage on the corner of this one. Look at that. Super clear. Man, again, this one has a little bit of dust, so that's why I'm assuming that it was used for a little bit. If you guys can see it, 1999 was the manufacture date on this Taiwanese taillights. So if you wanted to know, these were made in Taiwan when they were produced. But look at that, man. But again, big shout outs to Alex. I really, really appreciate you, man. These things are beautiful. So again, original package, original box. So when I picked them up from the guy earlier, obviously he had this centerpiece, and look at for those that you guys know, look how clean that is. So I'm assuming that the car could have been a newer Eclipse because this is not damaged at all. It's like very little bit. Look at the letters. They usually crack, right? So what I'm assuming is that whoever owned these, he said his cousin owned this taillights. He probably took them off, and he ended up taking them off because he probably got a ticket, and they told him you can't have these lights. So the centerpiece, he probably just left it on the car because the center is it doesn't break and it's not a turn signals or nothing like that. So I'm assuming that stayed with the car, and so that's why this is. Look, it's not even dusty back here, just a little bit. So I'm assuming he left the clear centerpiece on the car. So I think that's why this is here. So I guess this was stored in you guys can see, look at how dusty that is. So this was probably in his storage in his garage for so many years. But man, these things are beautiful. For sure, I'm probably the only one with a set this clean with the original boxes and packaging, missing the centerpiece, right? Man, these things are mint. Man, so just thought I would share with you guys this pickup and this find. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. What we will do with these, who knows? Should they go on the red car and keep it period correct on the red car, or should the Angry Panda have these instead of the EDMs? Let me know, comment below. Comment EDM taillights, comment clear taillights below. Whatever you guys think, man. And if you like my video of me showing you guys and finding this, make sure to hit a thumbs up And yeah, hit up subscribe if you're new to this channel. I appreciate you guys. As you guys know, we out. Damn, this thing is... Woo! Laters.